Hi, my name is Obinna, studying environmental health, customer experience manager. I've worked with fintech and commercial bank with a combined experience of nearly a decade. So software quality assurance engineering as a career was born out of the need to want to change and diversify my career from customer service. Okay, so let me not really change, but to upskill, right, and have a bit deep leg into tech, right? So, and QA gives that, and of course, it take away much of those coding burden that you need. So you can easily put that you necessarily does not need to code or learn how to code to be successful in the QA space. So yes, that was one of my reasons, basically. Okay, so for my journey with Hamburg, or my history with Hamburg, it's I stumbled into a friend that was part of the training. I think I joined a month after the academy has already kicked on. So I stumbled on a friend who was part of the training, and it kind of sparked my interest. And then I DM'd on Instagram. I said, hey, can I join, even though it's a month late? And I got a good response, and then, yeah, I just jumped into it. More like I took opportunity. So my learning experience so far, yeah, I'll say so far because I mean it's still a continuous thing, right? My learning experience has been good. We have great mentors that are quite accessible, right, and allows you to reach out to them at any time when you have issues. As far as the persons, the deans, and the academy staffs, right? It's actually been a good experience and a very, very smooth learning experience for me. Okay, so for me, it would be a mix of nearly everything, right? The networking, the mentor, the project, and of course, the community. So it's a community of young persons who want to go into tech. So you're meeting people who are learning from beginner level with you, right? And everybody wants to learn, everybody wants to be together. So Onboard gave that community where students can interact with themselves and learn with themselves and have groups, as well as the mentors, right? For me, if I should mention, I think I really got hooked by Udeme, the first mentor, right? Because she did a very good job in passing our skill across, right? And that being the first course, that really sparked my interest to really push on. So, I mean, that stood out for me. Okay, so for my career and personal development, so as I mentioned earlier, I'm moving away from, okay, not moving away, right? So I'm adding on QA to my customer service experience. So for Hamburg, they've opened me up to possibilities within the QA tech space, and then opened me up to further learning, right? So like more research I needed to do, and how I could spot bugs, and how I could better project a product to a company. So if I'm adding my customer experience skills to Hamburg, they were able to help me know how I can fuse that and be more of a value to the market, basically. Oh, the support was fantastic, right? So you can DM the mentor at any time. They are always willing to share knowledge and to help, right? So because basically it's one thing to have knowledge, the other thing is to be able to pass it. And then there's a third part to being willing to pass that knowledge, right? So the mentors, they are good. They are always willing to pass knowledge. So you can reach out to them, even though they are having a mix of the mentorship and also their tasks outside the academy, but they are always open-minded and open arms. So yes, definitely I would recommend the course to others. The reason being that there is a high rise in the demand of quality assurance, software quality assurance engineers, right? So because of this, it becomes a go-to skill because every organization, every companies are moving products and processes into automation. And because you're doing app and you're doing website, you would need QA testers to be very much active in your organization. Say yes, because of the demand and because it's a skill that is going to be useful even in the next decade. So I would recommend this course to anyone to take and get into tech. Yes, so as mentioned earlier, the mentors were pretty much knowledgeable on the topic as they understood what QA is, and also they were pretty much willing to transfer knowledge, right? So because it's one thing to understand what you're teaching, it's another thing to be willing to go through the process of transference of knowledge, right? So they were very knowledgeable. I would also want to mention Udeme, right? Because she did pretty well in prepping us from the first month of the academy to understand what we're going into, and how we're able to fuse this into real life experiences.